Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Jenny Nancy Ticuña Espino. I will present the topic of plagiarism in the academic community and collaborative work. What is plagiarism? Well, according to Rodriguez, plagiarism is the act of presenting another's work as honest note. It can be done consciously or unconsciously, and it can be original author by not acknowledging his or her intellectual authorship. It is like stealing someone else's work and passing it off as your own. 8. Plagiarism. It can be according to their form. Analyzing sex plagiarism. Analyzing she plagiarisms when an author copies an idea but uses different work to make it look different. This can be punishable. There is also false authorship. This should include authors and co-authors who have made a substantial contribution to the article but not annuals. It also includes double publications, dates of material, and authors copying of source code without attributions. By method, such as copying and pasting without properly citing the source, paraphrasing inappropriately, while retaining the same idea and without acknowledging authorship. Lack of reference when a reference is included without actually citing the context used to give the appearance of having more source. We can also include the fabrication of data. And finally, for its purpose and the deliberate death of ideas, it can be intentional when plagiarism is done deliberate. It can also happen accidentally or unintentionally, but it is already typified as plagiarism. Avoid plagiarism. It is important to correctly cite all source used, to correctly quote authors, to paraphrase the ideas of others, and to use a plagiarism detection tools, such as Turnitin, have the gate to the work done. To avoid plagiarism, have an important gate such as the APA standards and correctly cite all source used. The APA standards are a very practical guide to avoid academic plagiarism. Collaborative work in an educational context is a model of interactive learning that invites students to build together, for which it requires them to combine their shared talents and skills through a series of transactions that allow them to achieve the established goals in a consensual manner. Characteristic as reciprocity between the student members of the group in which ideas are shaped and modified through agreement and consensus. Other is group responsibility in working together. Now a positive interdependence with facilitates the organization and functioning of the group. Other is people must consciously take responsibility for positive affective relationship in order to build and grow a better vision of files with other and together with other members. And finally, collaborative and cooperative groups work to achieve learning goals that promote new knowledge and learning experiences is important for the development of learnings. Collaborative work can be applying in different contexts. For example, in the educational fields at the university, I have the experience of doing a lot of collaborative work. Sometimes I have very good group that is was very easy to do the tasks. Sometimes I have groups where we did not agree on issues of various kinds and had to show more commitment and patience to the collaborative work. They are very enriching experience as a student of the Continental University. Collaboration in business academic regimes and of course everyday life can also be mentioned. The benefits include the further development of creative innovations, of course the acquisition of the ability to solve problems. When the goals is achieved, it is a job satisfaction and commitment to the project. So collaborative work is an everything in different aspect of life and you have to have the disposition to do it efficiently and patiently in order to get enriching experiences. Finally, Sensei, we're talking about how to avoid plagiarism. We must provide the reference for these presentations. The author are mentioned in expositions. Rodriguez, 2012, el plagio y su impacto a nivel académico y profesional, and Pérez, 2007, el trabajo colaborativo en el aula universitaria. Thank you, teacher. Bye bye.